Hello everybody, I'm Nick, and welcome back to Ocarina of Time. Last time, we learned that all the Gorons have been kidnapped. Well, we are the resident hero, and with this heat-resistant tunic, which somehow isn't affecting our exposed skin at all, don't worry about it, it's magic. Anywho, I'm just gonna take the shortcut. And let's proceed to the fire temple. Yep, there are fire keys in here. Who'd have thought? Oh, whoa, I could not see either of you, you bastards. Well, thankfully now that I have a bow, it's much easier to take care of you assholes. Now, if I recall correctly, that's right. For some weird reason, this room isn't super heated. But of course, all the other rooms in the place will be. I learned of this because I went into this, whenever I randomize entrances in a randomizer, whenever I end up in here, it's just like, well, how am I not dying? Who's there? Is that you, Link? Oh, it really is Link! You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon, Volfagia. On top of that, he's going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead to try to seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned though, because I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. Link, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoners' cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, Link. Not even noticing that one of the cells is literally to his right. Well, over there you can grab yourself a fairy, if you wish. So that's neat. So it looks like I'm just gonna jump over to our key for now. And a good amount of the keys in this dungeon are locked away behind Goron cells. Yeah, if you thought the Forest Temple was massive, take a look at this place. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Darunia went, you have to do something about the pillars stuck in the ceiling. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away. Believe me, that is priority number 3? Priority 1 is that hammer. Priority 2 is getting you Gorons free. And priority 3 is, well, I guess that pillar, so I can, actually deal with the goddamn thing. Oh, I should also probably mention the chanting that you hear in the background. Since I'm playing a cartridge version of the game, I have a revision of the game that still has the chanting in it. You will hear a different version of this track if you are playing any of the other re-releases, like the GameCube version, Wii Virtual Console, or the version on the Switch. So I should probably just say that. Oh, by the way, here's a door. Okay, this room has a Goron in it. Cool beans. This dialogue is the same. A wall you can destroy with the Goron special crop will sound different than a regular wall if you hit it with your sword. I actually shoved that hint off way earlier, but you know what? Better late than never, right? There's going to be a fair few keys in this initial area we need to go ahead and grab. There's a couple of optional... oh, wow, I can still move. Let's move this block now that I got that Goron out of the way. Because there should be another doorway entrance up here, if I recall correctly. So Link, move your ass. This should be the first of several optional rooms. And we'll deal with that thing in a moment, because now we have tiles flying towards us. Sadly, there is no tattle for them. But there are usually way less of these in Ocarina of Time compared to, say, A Link to the Past or Link's Awakening. Anywho, this asshole is a like-like. An enemy that eats shields in certain clothes. Beat it quickly to get your gear back. So just don't even approach a damn thing. Just shoot it with your bow. Because it will eat your Hylian shield and Goron tunic if you let it get the chance. And by the way, here's a spider. We backflip to get those. Link's ass, everybody. I know I don't have to, but I'm gonna try my best to get all the spider tokens. I will get every one of them. Also, these platforms do different things depending on which one you jump on. There's some that shift around, some that want to sink, and then there are some that rocket you forward, or upward, I should say. And I missed. The only thing I'm really missing out of that pod is a fairy. Bastard. It's not like the fire's really gonna do anything to me anyway. Also, you still take damage eventually if you stay in the lava too long, as you can just now plainly see. But you can run around for a fair bit without taking damage. And even then, it's like, you're only taking, what, a quarter heart of damage? And of course, there's the Goron's hint being applied. And trust me, we will be using those Bombshoe at some point. I believe this is another key, because we need at least 2 of them. Oh my god, you can see him trembling. Please, don't eat me. If you eat something like me, you'll get a stomach ache. You'll be sorry. How about we have none of that? Yeah, you're free to go. There are switches in this temple that you have to cut to activate. But you can also use the Goron special crop to do the job. That's an important hint. That is actually going to be applied here in just a moment. But first things first, give me a goddamn key. Alright, we're done with this place now. We've done everything we need to do in here. So let's finagle our way back over this way while setting our tootsies on fire. Just a little bit. And normally you just run across to deal with this. So now we got a little bit of a puzzle here. I should take my ocarina off, but I don't care enough. So let's just use our hook shot to give ourselves a little boost. Yeah, they're nice, don't you think? Now let's just see if I can do this. Yep, you can instantly get over there. Nice. A little unnecessary, but there's nothing quite like overkill. Also, there's recovery hearts if you need it. So this block here, you can push it. And I believe there's a torch on the other side there. You don't really need it for any reason. There's nothing to be setting on fire. That's just so the keys can relight themselves. But by pushing this block on here, you make yourself a lift. And then if you didn't free the other Goron, you'd have to go back and use a key. That kinda sucks. And remember this Goron for later. And by the way, we have another new enemy type here. The Torch Slug. When the fire on its back is extinguished, it'll run away. Destroy it before it relights. And you do that by just, chopping it. They almost always drop magic refills, so if you really need it, there you go. And their only real attacks to try and charge at you. They don't really do a whole lot of damage. So this is one of those switches the Goron was talking about. And by talking about using the special crop, that means you can use bombs to do it. But I do have another funny way to do it if you happen to have bomb chew on your person. But first things first, we need to lock this block into place by pulling it over here. Although I don't think... That's right, it won't let you hookshot onto that. Come on, you can do it. If I remember correctly... It's like right here? How about we put one of those bombs to use? Otherwise, we'll just chuck normal bombs. I completely missed. I think it's more like over here. It's not gonna let me see from this angle, isn't it? Oh, I see it now. Okay. I need to aim properly, so using C up is a decent way to do that. Oh my god, I'm missing this whole time. Fine, I'll just use normal bombs. Yeesh. Because that's what you're supposed to do to get that, eliminate that fire temporarily. Otherwise, you're going to get pushed into it. And no, using the hookshot is not going to work. Trust me on that one. Thankfully, they do not throw a key on this. That would have been freaking stupid. Oh, by the way, there are boulders here. And for some weird reason, the slugs use the same sound effect as like-likes. Clipping. Alright, tell me your secret, my friend. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of those doors starts to fall, move! If you use a sample of the Goron's special crop, you can break it. That's just to imply that there are false doors. But thankfully, there is another hint that you can see to do such a thing. And the main reason I haven't switched back to my hookshot yet is because one of these walls is actually fake. I think it's over on the other side, actually, if I recall. Oh, I'm just getting bonked here. The switch for that Goron in particular is actually up above us. So we're going to have to take care of that Goron later. And I am just going to rock and roll into these boulders. Extend my iframes, please! That would be wonderful, actually. So there's a bombable structure right over there. Okay, this is just a door. There is a false wall that I will want to bomb later that is completely optional. So let's let this Goron free first. Tell me your secret, friendo. When you're on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? Have you ever heard of stop, drop, roll before? This is your instance of stop, drop, roll. But for real though, I need your key. There should be one of these cells that actually has the map. I just don't remember what, or it's not like the map, it's like the compass or something. This is the false wall. Okay, I remember now. Because the camera goes different here, and all it's hiding is a spider. Link's ass! I think that's everything I can do over here for now. So I'm gonna take my 2 ass keys and go ahead and unlock a door. Ow! Yeah, this is a locked door. Kinda stinks. Also, if you want to open that for whatever reason, you can fire that. Also, walk carefully, otherwise you're falling back to that first large room, as you can kinda see. So just lean your control stick very carefully. There we go. So, everything looks fine and dandy. For now, anyway. Except there's a firewall wanting to chase us. So as you can see over there, ow, dickweed, for one. But for two, we won't be able to take care of that key door immediately just because, well, I don't have any more keys. So let's go fix that real quick, shall we? Well, actually, the first thing I really should... Oh yeah, we can jump up here. It's silly. I really should claim the map first. Because if they gave you a compass first, that'd be silly. But it is possible to get a compass first. If you do the order wrong. I really should have just done that first. Yeah, it really is more comfortable to just push, you know, first-person view to reorient yourself. Because I really would rather not fall. And Link's not exactly known for turning on a dime, so to speak. Because usually these controls feel pretty good just because it's wide open spaces. But Link's not exactly the platformer dude. But he kind of has to be now that there's 3D space. And having, you know, different heights and spaces and whatnot as Z-axis kind of makes things a little more interesting, don't you think? I should take care of that thing. And I'm going to need multiple keys. But first, he's gotta go. Oh, I was gonna get the hint for that, but oh well. Ow! At least I didn't take fall damage for that one. And yeah, it's a double door cell. But that also makes a shortcut. Shortcuts are fun. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Here's a tip for rescuing me. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need some of the Goron special crop. That's all I have to tell you. Well, there's actually a little more you can do, but I'll talk about that more when we get to it. And sadly, no, we can't use a hookshot to cheat up this wall. And yes, as you could hear, the slugs are back. And yes, they still sound gross. Oh, you have to be right on the edge where I'm at? Dickweed. Well, thankfully you are slugging yourself away, so I'm just gonna do that instead. No, I want that switch. Yeah, that's right, I can just do a running start. And this is the switch that opens up the Goron off in the distance. I need his key. Just trust me when I say that. Because it's not like there's a shit ton of locked doors in here or something. Thankfully, it's not too bad getting over there. It's just simply Link jumps farther now. You know, he's bigger, he's got longer legs. Unfortunately, we still have to deal with a slug. So I hope you're ready to slug it out. I am ready to slug it out and melt your face. Alright, friendo, what you got to tell me? If you find a place you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your ocarina. Interesting tip. But I want your key. And now we need to go back to the Wall of Fire. 'Cause, oh boy, it's time to use more keys. Yeehaw! I feel like this is another one of those rooms where you don't catch fire because it's all sealed up and stuff. But anywho, having this shortcut's super nice. I will say that. And we will have to deal with that later, trust me. we need to at least clear one more dungeon, or at least get an item in the next dungeon before we can do that. By the way, the wall works both ways. Oh yeah, these are red bubbles. They guard against it with your shield. Basically it. Also, it doesn't look like it, but somehow you can jump up here. For the life of me, I didn't know how, as a kid, I didn't know how I would have even gotten up here. But yeah, we opened the first door. Oh, I thought they... Oh, it's another door that they lock away with a key. Frame rate drop! Anywho, let's take a look at... I want to look at that lock-on point. You can see down from here. Isn't that the room where we saw Darunia? That's right, this location here is above Darunia. So that's at least one objective solved. Okay, we can't deal with this right now. But now that we've gotten at least the first half of the dungeon solved, I think I'm gonna leave things off here for today. So, on today's episode, Ocarina of Time, I got through a healthy chunk of the Fire Temple, unlocking some shortcuts along the way that'll make getting back much easier. And for what's going on next, well, there is still another column of the dungeon to deal with. And yes, that is another block that's hanging up in the sky. Don't worry about it. So with that, I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.